All right, welcome friends. The job today is to do some calming art because it is testing week. So I asked you to go outside and find a leaf. All right, so find your leaf. All right, and really look at it and think about it. Like I see little mini Christmas trees with a sunrise behind every little part of that leaf. Let me see if I can make it clearer. All right, so your job today is to make some art. How? Whatever way you can. And we already talked about this. You started with a plain sheet of paper. All right. If you do not have plain paper, remember Miss Kay gave you a sketchbook. All right. So if you've got your sketchbook, you could keep it in the sketchbook. If you plan on cutting them out, you could rip out the paper, but let's just leave it in there first. And then just get out your leaf. Maybe you have one leaf, maybe you got a couple. I want to bring attention to this broken leaf. Maybe you're feeling broken. All right, so I challenge you to look with me, if it lets me, to, hold on, I got it right here. And Georgia O'Keeffe often, whoops, sorry, that's Roy, not Georgia, often used fissures and tears in her leaf and flower compositions. Remember the word composition? It's probably a hard word to remember, but let's, instead of composition, let's say you are the puzzle master and you get to design your puzzle whatever way you want to put it together. If you want your leaf to be broken, then you can make it broken. If you want it perfect, same on both sides, make it same on both sides. She sometimes would use torn leaves as the jagged rip against the leaf's grain of growth serves as a compositional accent and touches the emotions. So, if you're feeling torn, or if you're feeling broken, or if you're feeling pulled apart, maybe your leaf could be then pulled apart. All right, and if you go to Georgia, and you see it already, and I go to image, here are, it's not going to get any bigger, I am sorry friends, but you can see the tear there. And so if you have one that has a hole or a tear, feel free to draw that. If your life is just going just dandy, you can ignore that part. Okay, let me get back to you. All right, so then once you've got your paper, once you've got your pencil, once you've got your leaf, you have to figure out, remember I said you're the puzzle maker. Are you a positive kind of person? Do you want it to look like it's looking up? Are you sort of feeling sad? You want the leaf to look down. I do want you to put your name on your paper, and you could write 2025 on it so we know when you made it. And then the things I wanted to share with you are the elements and principles. Think of those. But really, I just want you to enjoy yourself. I'm trying to do this and not give you rules. I want you to take this leaf, look at it, and think, what could I do with the supplies you have? All right. Last year, I gave out watercolor colored pencils. So I advise you, if you do use these, don't put water on it until you have the whole thing fully colored in. All right. This has a lot of white space, right? So if you want to cut yours and make a background, great. If you want to take your scissors, I have my scissors right now, and cut out your leaf, you can. If you want to glue them on another sheet of paper, you can. If you want to make a different leaf on every different color paper, you can. All right? You are the artist. You decide. Miss Kay, I can't get a hold of a leaf. Last year, I gave you styrofoam. So please feel free to get that old styrofoam out and cut out the flower that we made together. Okay? And use that as your leaf to trace things from. Okay? Miss Kay, I don't have that. I don't have a leaf. Okay, trace your hand. It's not going to be as, I don't know if you're going to like it or not, but you could just trace your hand. All right. And once you trace your hand, you could divide it up. Oops. I got to get the other leaf out. And that's another thing. If you plan on using a Sharpie, please make sure you put something behind it so that if you push too hard or you sit there too long with your marker, it's going to go through to the other side, and we don't want to ruin Mom's table or Dad's table or whoever. So then I'm just splitting up, and I'm going to do something called Zentangle. And Zentangle is when you think of different kinds of lines, and the word Zen, all right, talks about being close to nature, daily life, practicing gratitude and love, meditation. So that's what the word Zen means. So when we look up Zentangle, all right, we see all the, wait, let's get it. All right, am I making you do this? No, I'm just saying if you want to try something different, just think of all the different kinds of patterns maybe. All right, Zentangle is a drawing that is filled with many patterns. Zen is a peaceful state of mind, and tangle is a mixture of patterns. All right, so there is another example. And so I'm going to go ahead and save this. All right, and put it in chapter 1 so you'll have it. I'll crop it later, I think. All right, and then let me head back over there. There's one more. Maybe I'll use them. Maybe I like some, maybe I don't. All right, so I'm going to make sure I don't lose the one oh, wait. There we go. We don't want to forget about Georgia back there. All right, so feel free to make them broken, make them not broken, make it have a background, make it have a Zentangle. All right. So we were just talking about that Zentangle, so just carefully pick a line, horizontal. Okay, I can do that. This is something that should be calming, like we just described with the Zentangle. All right. And then once you're done with that side, you could make this piece all one kinds of thing. Like I see a heart. So just make a little heart. But just have fun with it. And then just keep filling it up, fill up the space. So this just becomes a curved line now. Miss Kay, do I have to do it like this? No. Miss Kay wants you to come up with your own. But in case you are stumped completely, I wanted to give you a little head start, something that is calming. So I expect this to be all filled up with whatever, whether it's color, whether you're tracing the stencil over and over, whether you're making it perfectly balanced, all right, like you've got something on the left and something on the right. Maybe you don't want this to be perfectly the same. Every little section is different. That is fine, all right? I look forward to seeing your art turned in. I'll probably give you till Sunday to turn it in. So please enjoy your time making this Zentangle art, or actually cut that leaf art, right? Because I said it could be anything. I just think the calming one that I'm going to do is Zentangle. All right. And again, this is a landscape. Okay. So I got my leaf there. And I had another one I was going to share. Okay. Here is my Zentangle. All right. So it's got a different little line in every section. All right, my friends, good luck. Have fun and happy Thursday. Love you guys. Bye-bye.